Afternoon baseball now on the show from Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Phil Hughes, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Digging in, Damon Britt. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
We got no outs.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. Tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matt, they're showing us they can play in those close games. I mean, both games in this series, they've won by 1 run. I love that. I look at that and I say that's the quality of a team that knows how to win the tight one.
And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Man, I tell you what, the wind blowing out is such a psychological advantage for the hitter. But you really have to focus on what you're doing, because you know if you hit a ball and it catches into the right wind current, it could go out of the ballpark. So you really have to bring it back. Concentrate on, stay on the ball, don't over swing, stay within yourself, because you know now you don't have to supply as much power.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Sent on the ground out to second. Step on the bag for 1. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis. Settling in now, Eduardo Villalobos comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. On to first is Escobar, 1 away. Now to the plate, Byron Buxton. He's hitting just south of 300 in April. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Batting 6th, first baseman
Joe Mauer is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they go quietly here. Downtown Minneapolis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now we got an 0-2 count, Matt. I tell you what, so impressive. He is executing his game plan, going right on the outside half and exploiting those weaknesses.
And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Well, he had 2 strikes on the hitter. Perfect count to put him away. Tried to elevate the fastball, just didn't get it up there enough.
Jorge Polanco is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing the eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
That's basically saying, here I am, I'm the man, I'm bringing it at you. That was an upper 90s fastball back to back. Basically saying, here it is, I dare you to hit it.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Damon Britt, 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
On the ground up the middle. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1. Striding in once again, Danny Santana. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Danny Santana becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Into the box, Brian Dozier.
The second baseman,
as he'll watch a
2,
curveball that
Brian
bends in there under his hands. It's strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Ranging back is Burns. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. And good for him. Robbie has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least 1.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Number 7.
Joe Mauer is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Guys, let's go.
Ready on 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, John Ryan Murphy. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Good curveball, strike 2.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Ready for another chance? Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
To 2-2 now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So coming to the plate, Patrick Tierney. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. Digging in to try it again, Damon Britt. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
3-2. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again. 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The payoff pitch one more time. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends. Mike Minor enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 66.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 3 runs, 12 hits.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.